Chances are you already know this song, whether you first heard this on the Oh Brother Where Art Thou soundtrack, or you've already played it a million times at your local jam, because this is one of the most popular bluegrass gospel jam songs of all time, which makes this the perfect case study for one of our level up lessons here on the channel, where we take the melody and I show you increasingly difficult versions of it that you can use as a kickoff or a break for that next session. And be sure to stick around to the end for all 7 levels of this song that I want to show you. And level 1 is simply just the melody as you've heard me play here, just as you might sing it. And it's a great exercise to try to learn this by ear, but if you want the tab and notation for all 7 of these versions, then you can find them over on my Patreon page, up in the cards above, and a link down below. But in bluegrass mandolin music, you know, we love a lot of extra notes. So to fill out this melody a little bit more, let's add some repeated notes on some of those longer phrases, like this. We've taken our first step together here, and if you feel like you've already hit your max level, don't give up. Keep working towards these harder versions, and just know that any version should be totally acceptable at your local jam. But for level 3 here, what I like to do to smooth out the melody is to add some connecting notes along our D major scale, to connect the dots and make this feel a little less terraced. Also, we're gonna add in a little pickup measure here to lead into the beginning, and then we're also going to play an ending lick that's kind of inspired by Bill Monroe. Also, since this is bluegrass, let's kick up the tempo a little bit and have some fun with this. Now we are starting to sound like a bluegrass mandolin player, but there are still so many things that we can add to this break to make it sound more musical, right? And one thing I like to consider are embellishments like slides and hammer-ons, little things that you can add in to make your break sound less robotic and more human. So we can maybe add in some slides like this, and some hammer-ons like that to make it as though we're kind of singing the melody and slurring the notes together. Kind of funny how these simple embellishments can be kind of challenging, right? And for level 5 here is another deceptive challenge. We're gonna add in some double stops to this melody, which is a surefire way to make your break sound more bluegrassy. And it is kind of challenging because we have to be a little bit more scrubby with our right hand by adding in some open strings and also some closed double stops up the neck. Wish me luck. I know you're saying at this point, how on earth is there anything left to add to this solo to get 2 more levels? And before we find out, be sure to scroll down and hit that like and subscribe button for me. For level 6 here, this is a surefire way to level up any solo, is to take the melody to a different octave. That way you're still using the source material of the song, but you're taking it somewhere new. So how about halfway through the break, instead of playing the melody down here again, we could play the same notes up here. Let's try it out. Props if you've made it this far. I know you've been waiting for this. Our level 7 pro version of I'll Fly Away. And for this one, we're gonna pull out all the stops. For starters, we're gonna add in some cross-picking variations, where we go across 3 sets of strings to add in some rhythmic and melodic variety. Also, we're gonna add in some extra notes at the beginning. Even some more notes at the end for an extended tag lick like this. This one is lots of fun. Good luck. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear which version was your favorite. And don't forget about the transcriptions and the backing tracks for this one over on my Patreon page down at the link below. And my hope is that going through these different versions can give you some ideas of things that you can use on other songs as well. And speaking of which, if you'd like to see a very similar lesson on Will the Circle Be Unbroken, check that video out right here on screen. Once you do this with a few tunes, it becomes even easier to start to do this off the cuff. So I hope to see you over there, and thank you so much for watching, for subscribing, liking, all that. I'll see you in the next one.